So for the past 30 years, there's been one thing that every person that has picked up a cordless or bought a cordless power tool has thought: why don't they all use the same battery? When we had a corded drill, it plugged into the same outlet no matter where you went. But now, there might be an answer to it. This company, Ceenr PDnation, has come up with something that might be the answer. So we're going to take a look at it today and see if it's the answer to our one battery needs, and we can own every brand, one of everything, whatever we want. Keep watching. Let's play with them. So this is the idea. These slimline little packs, they actually don't weigh very much. They weigh less than a pack like this that has 10 18650 cells, because these are 5 21700, which is where the industry is going because they're way better batteries. But you got these slimline little packs. You don't need a special charger. They just charge with the same thing you would charge your cell phone with, the USB-C. And actually, you can charge your cell phone off of them as well, because there's a USB-A output. Or you can charge out of the USB-C output as well. Kind of cool. It's like dual. But anyway, this is what you have. You would take this, charge it on your truck seat, bring it out, throw it into your Nicad. Use your Nicad to drill a hole. Use your DeWalt to take your lug nuts off your truck. Take your Porter cable, grind some rust. And then, when you get home at night, you can throw the glue gun to your wife and she can finish your crafts. But there is one little caveat, is you have to use these adapters on all your tools to accept this. Not a huge deal, kind of annoyance. But in the past, when we've had to use adapters to adapt batteries to batteries, they add a ton of length. These don't. Here we have two DeWalt tools that are the exact same base on them. And you can see that the difference in size between these two 4 amp hour packs is this one adds maybe about 7 millimeters, 1/4 inch, right in there. I'd say right about there, which is negligible. You don't even notice that. You do notice it a little bit. Even though the footprint is the exact same, this one is just square. But I mean, that's just kind of cosmetic. You can see with the Milwaukee how much shorter they are. Nicad, I don't feel any difference. So now you might be thinking what I thought when I first saw these and how they actually worked, and that is, wait, I can just go buy one of these adapters at a DeWalt, this adapts a DeWalt tool with a Nicad battery. I'm like, I can just go buy one of these for 20 bucks. Why would I buy this system? And I'll show you something that I've learned in the last week of solely using these PDnation batteries, and that is, they're not even close. So we have two virtually identical Nicad drill here. I got a DeWalt battery on there, and I have the original Nicad battery on there. I don't know if you guys can see what these adapters do, because I've been using these adapters on tools for about 3 or 4 years now, and I use them on a lot of tools, but I mainly only use them on things like angle grinders and other oddball tools. But I will not use them on drills because it's stupid. It feels awkward. It ruins the balance of them. So I always use a genuine battery on a drill. But in the past week of using these, I noticed zero difference between using the PDnation versus the original Nicad on my DeWalt or anything on my drills. I noticed no difference at all in weight, balance, anything. So I've taken this battery on and off adapters now for the past week. I've probably taken it off 200 times. I moved it around, and at first it drove me nuts. It still drives me nuts a little bit, but it's not as bad. I find if I push this little, so you push this little button right here, but you have to push it in far. It's not, the release button's nice and easy, just like every battery. This one, I think, needs to be more prominent. If it stuck out, so you could just push it flush, where you have to push it in, and then you can slide it off. That's one of my biggest gripes. I've gotten more used to it. Second one is, these little tabs back here are kind of sharp. Not that they would cut you, but if you're doing it, like when I've been doing it and I sit there, I'll end up running it into the back of my hand. And there's been a couple times I thought I almost cut myself, but I didn't. I think I actually, on one of these, I actually rounded these off. I think it's this one. I actually took a file and just kind of rounded those off. Made them a little bit smoother. You just use a USB-C to charge it. You just plug it in. The annoyance with that is I don't like this little flap. And I think this flap is going to break off. I wish there was a little door or something else. But I think this flap, I find myself playing with this flap, trying to stick it back in there. I think it's going to break off in time. But, I mean, that's just nitpicking, because that's we want that. We want a universal charger system that charges everything. And right now, everybody uses one of these. I mean, that's in every single home these days, is this to charge pretty much everything in our life is the USB-C. And when this gets better and charges even faster and faster and faster, maybe this will even charge faster. One of my biggest annoyances is the safety shutoff on these battery packs. But I mean, it's good and bad. It's a safety shutoff, so it protects the battery. So if I take something that, you know, like a circular saw or something, if you've ever got it bind and you've stalled out the blade, we'll take this angle grinder and I'll see if I can stall it out. There. Stalled it out. You know, the switch is on, but generally all I have to do is shut off the tool, re-engage the tool, and it runs. No problem. If I do it with this, what happens is, you know, see it works? You can see actually this battery pack has more power than this. But it is now shut off. It will not restart. Not even if I take the battery and put it back on until I plug it into the charger. It resets the little microchip in there, the computer. It takes a second. It will flash all the lights. Boom, boom. Now it's charging. Now it is ready to go. Whoops. Again. There we go. Take out 4 screws on each side. Let's take a look on the inside. It actually looks like a really nice circuit board. I viewed it pretty good. And they're using good cells, which is nice, you know, because I guess technically this is an off-brand battery, but they're using the Moly cells. You can't see in there. You're using the Moly cell, I guess, 42T or something like that, 42 something, which is actually a 4200 milliamp battery, and they actually only claim it as a 4000, so they're giving you more than you actually asked for. The Moly cells are generally used in like high-end, like I know Dyson. And you can see right here, here's a Moly cell. This is only a 3000 milliamp one. But Dyson is having them relabel them. So Dyson uses a ton of Moly cells. And you know how expensive a Dyson is. And those little stick vacuums, that's what this came out of. They draw a ton of current. They're a power tool, essentially, just for your house. But in the future, supposedly, they're going to start using, like Samsung's. These are like 40Ts, which are 4000 milliamp. Or these are actually 50Ss. So I assume they're going to start using these as well, which would make this a 5000 milliamp pack. But I've torn apart a ton of battery packs, and this one seems very well construction. I pulled this off a minute ago, and I mean, all the joints look good. I mean, the circuit board looks really clean. I don't see any huge, you know, hand gobs of solder from this just chugging through an assembly line with children. It looks fantastic put together. Everything fits beautifully tight, so there's like no play, no wiggle at all. When that's on there, there's no wiggle like in the tool, and the tolerances even on this inside the tool are spot on to what I would get in the stock battery. You know, I get a little bit of play there, but I mean, this is a pretty new dual battery. I get the exact same, if not more, from a stock battery. So that's impressive. They did a good job, like at the molding and stuff. Couple little quick clips of me just playing around doing a couple little odd jobs with all the various tools that I own, just switching between with the exact same battery pack. Lap disc. So right now they have Black & Decker Porter cable, Bosch, Craftsman, Works, Milwaukee, Makita, DeWalt, and they do have a Ryobi. One they don't have that I think they need to get is the Metabo HTP slash Hikoki. So at the time of filming this video, these have not been released yet. These are still like a pre-order with release in a couple months from now. And so these did get sent to me. I did request these be sent to me because they're a new cool product that everybody's been waiting for. I know I've been waiting for these for 30 years. And it opens up the door for so many possibilities. And we all want this. We want one battery to go to all the tools. This makes manufacturers make better tools. You know, one manufacturer might have a horrible jigsaw, and it's like, well, that's what we have, so people just buy it. It doesn't matter. People own our drills, everything else, they'll just use our jigsaw the way it is. But, you know, if they know that you can just switch brands, you know, they're going to make better. So this drives manufacturers to make tools and not just batteries to make money, but make money off their tools and make better tools. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. I'll put links below when these are available for sale, or even to where you can get information about these. And in the description, I'll put my thoughts as I continually use these, and you'll see them in future videos. But thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Bye.